good. How long have something
I'm a man of leisure at heart.
Seems my always
I've been on my feet all day. My legs are as lead.
I must ask you to leave this place at once.
Oh, I've got to keep moving. Lest I fall asleep.
Oh, no, you don't. You're not allowed in here. Oh, no, you don't. You're not allowed in here. Oi! You can't come in here.
Anyone gives me trouble, too many undervalued. I kip just about anywhere.
There's a number on my shoulders.
Who's there? Pray, keep your voice. Could it be that you... This was never my intent, but that is no longer a My word! You mean to say, could Mother have had a hand in that as well?
Regent Kin Sven appears to be missing.
Me?
Then start searching, you fool.
Forgive me. This room turned up little of... I'll head out first and... Forgive me. I couldn't... Able to scroll like clear my head.
I'll have to remember this place.
Our soldiers need better training.
Oh, good. You return. I find myself on edge when you stray from my line of sight. I assume you haven't forgotten the delivery we were to make here, Arisen?
I only hope the recipient is pleased with our work.
I suppose 'tis so.
I've wares of every ilk.
I sense eyes upon us.
Good.
Greetings, Your Majesty.
Whatever am I to do?
The rules at your neck.
There is much we ought to tend to, if we are to strengthen Your Majesty's claim as a true Arisen. How fared your mission? Was there aught suspicious to be found in the Queen Regent's office? This scrap. This alone can prove little. To think, 'tis a surprise. But if Regent Kings, you have done well, Your Majesty.
What could the Queen Regent be plotting?
How very peculiar.
Queen Regent Disa appears to be working in concert with this Phasers fellow. But what precisely is their aim?
Interested in my wares?
There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master.
Aye, got some coin to spare your humble story. Much appreciated.
Saurians!
Ice attacks will soon see the Scoveld. One of us is retrenched.
I must admit that it feels wonderful to strike through.
Ensure your next attack is no less purposeful. Don't make me stand this. I can't even. Prepare yourself!
Oh, are you there? Who's the one requesting? I didn't ask. There's none.
Naught compares to the thrill of victory. One cannot help but feel indomitable.
No doubt, this triumph will spur us into the next.
Now, listen close, as today I shall speak.
These writings could be of import.
Shall we take a closer look?
Need anything? Many thanks. Need anything? This really is craftsmanship.
The Goblin's Lair. I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. It would bring me peace of mind tonight.
No purchases to be made today, I see. I just hope the shopkeep understands.
Browsing was enough to scratch the itch, in my case. This rumor has been troubling me ever since I first caught wind of it. Apparently, there is an illness we pawns can catch beyond the rift that makes us a danger. To ourselves and others.
Greetings. Welcome. Here we conduct all manner of procedures pertaining to vote. patience. If there is aught I may do come again.
A fighter with sword and shield.
Most sensible, Master. You'll be able to move much more freely with a lighter pack.
Might as well take a look while you're... Here, eh? Many thanks. Might as well take a look while you're here, eh? My back's not acting up today.
Not a care in the world.
I overheard some of the soldiers standing guard outside the palace discussing a curious...
Might as well take a look while... You're here, eh? Many thanks.
Need anything?
The Goblin's lair. I hope you can reclaim aught from the fiends. 'Twould bring... me peace of mind to know some... one taught them a lesson at least.
Might as well take a look while you're here, eh?
Welcome to Bjork, and quality's what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, mine's many thanks. I appreciate the business. Welcome to Pure, and quality is what you need if you want to survive. So before you check the price, just remember, misers die early death. Many thanks. I appreciate the business. Fancy a look at my wares?
Tranquil places such as this are real treasures.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by master storyteller.
If quality is your concern,
I've been here so long.
Ready for the morrow.
Oh, I don't need this right now.
How can I get more customers to shop here?
This really is fine craftsmanship. This part's a little different as well.
Let's take it easy today. I knew they're acting up.
Wonder what the open road has in store for us.
They're not quite sure.
Surely I'm overdue a day off. That old fool wouldn't last a day without me.
Time to be heading home.
Mayhap I'll nose around. See what's...
Might we not take an ox cart arisen? Even if 'tisn't bound for our destination, we can always make a stopover nearby.
This ox cart's bound. I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
As I recall... the location of another of our tasks is not far. And here we are, in the blink of an eye. Shall we take stock of our surroundings?
Well met. Let's take it easy today.
Gather round, gather round. Treat your ears to a tale by...
This ox cart, I'll need to see some coin before I let you...
Off we trot.
Suppose I better give the ox some feed.
Reckon you can do as you please, eh?
One wrong move, and I dread to think. Damn dragon! Hurry, everyone! Get yourselves to safety!
You go with them. I'll fell that thing myself. There you are. You will share my desolation and my hunger.
This village is my home. You cannot expect me. The beast pits fell substance. Avoid it at all costs.
Careful now. You'll not live to regret this. Do not waste this chance. We must press home our advantage.
Strike fast and true, and our quarry shall fall.
Well, I must.
The item we need isn't. Mayhap we'll find it at the smelting region. Look out, Arisen! We're under attack!
Strike the throats, and quickly. Ere they've a chance to recover.
Focus. A moment of indecision may spell our doom.
Perhaps.
We can ill afford to rush headlong into battle. Let us watch our...
Fret not. I'll make the pain go away. Hold just a moment.
I'll crush you.
Show yourself! 'Twas a lesson in... Somehow I knew you have my gratitude.
Ulrika, glad I...
Forgive me. I'd best go.
That wasn't the dragon, but a... Sigurd, you're the current Arisen, aren't you? Sigurd, you're the current Arisen, aren't you? 'Tis a style, all the patchwork of technique.
to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis... I went looking for him.
Time to get back to work.
This is just what I can't work as late as I used to anymore.
Looks like we haven't got that item anymore. Mayhap we ought to check the scrap store in the checkpoint rest town.
Wasn't sure we'd survive.
Oh, at least dream.
Tis quiet about.
Perhaps a stroll through town.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That always puts my...
Here at the inn, we also offer changes of... I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles myself. But enough about me. Did you... need something?
We must rest. Though the sun is...
I can't tell you.
Good morrow, everyone.
Off we go, then.
I hope you slept well.
Ah, well met. Here. For some fruit, Roberant, are we? Do come again.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That always puts my ears on it. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself. time I went looking for. Yet thought was a befalling. I couldn't live with myself.
Nattering all day.
Should I get up today? What am I to do?
We might scratch another task off our list while we're here, if we are so inclined.
I've got the sharpest ears in town.
What am I to do? Strange. He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him.
Looks like we haven't got that item anymore. Mayhap we ought to check the scrap store in the checkpoint rest town.
Is this a challenge arisen to see who can keep pace?
Let us endeavour to keep up, though we are less fleet of foot.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself. What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself. What am I to do?
Looks like we haven't got that item anymore. Mayhap we ought to check the scrap store in the checkpoint rest town.
to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. That place puts my hairs on it. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself.
What should I get up to today?
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time I went looking for him. What am I to do? I couldn't live with myself.
As I recall, the location of another of our tasks is not far from here.
We shall have to decide which is the most pressing. We cannot do everything at once.
Life's been pretty kind to me.
What should I get up to today?
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhap 'tis time. I went looking for him. That place puts my hairs on it. Yet if aught were to befall him, I couldn't live with myself.
I
end up feeling
What am I to
weary,
do?
even after a day of rest.
That's quite enough rumour hunting for one day.
What am I to do? He really...
My bed calls. I'll take any chance not to think on my troubles. Let's get to work.
to do. He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps it's time I went looking for him.
Here at the inn, I get so few customers, you see, that I can manage both roles.
A good sleep will ensure we are prepared for the morrow.
A good sleep does wonders.
Come, we've much to be getting on with.
Shall we get underway?
We're saved. I haven't the words.
These old bones grow weary.
Aye, what can I do for you? Is that all?
And before I forget, adventuring is toilsome as 'tis, and yet you do it with a laden pack. I cannot but admire your strength. There are one or two places of interest nearby. I could tell you more about them if you like, Master.
An ox cart ought to make our journey easier.
One hopes these carts offer comfort commensurate to their cost.
Come to think of it, was there not another task wheel?
This ox... I'll need to see some coin before I let you on.
Dear me.
We're setting out. Jump on if you paid. We've arrived.
Here already?
You'll like to run? Should the cart be assailed? You'll like to run into some monsters on the way? Seems nowhere's truly safe nowadays. Should the cart be assailed, 'twill be your job to drive the beasts off.
Could you come over here?
This ox cart... I'll not take you anywhere till I've had my due.
And here I thought I was leading the way. But I suppose you're whim.
What am I to do? He really ought to have returned by now.
E'er since the reign of the village of Malv has yet twice the fault here lies with you.
With all due respect, Sir Martin, was it not the form, yet the stronghold?
I know of no such agreement.
But I'm quite sure that...
You would dare, miss... If so, then
What? I intended...
Save your honeyed words, traitor! I must...
You came to see me. Still, how would you like to stay the night? I've yet to repay... It was by your godly efforts that Malv escaped the worst of the dragon's assault. The people of this village are more... Now, 'tis time we slept. There is much to be done for the village, and I shan't manage it without...
Where is Ulrika? The Queen Regent has all who seek...
Ulrika?
What?
She stole away in the day. I cannot say what. Realizing her plan.
You would have me believe...
Aye, that's...
Very well. For the time being, you're...
Ah, there you are. You've heard she fled the village, aye? Though, that as she left the village, as for where she went, it would be unwise for me to go look. I can only pray that she just...
To do. He really ought to have returned by now. Mayhaps it's time I went looking for him. Always sets me to think. What should I get up to today?
There's comfort.
Everyone's as tired as I am.
What ought I to do?
I must ask you.
I'll need to see some coin before I let you on. This ox cart's bound for Vernworth.
Here we are. We have arrived at the stopover point without incident.
Some skills can only be honed on the battlefield.
This ox cart's bound for Vernworth.
A well-organized pack is my specialty.
This ox cart's bound for Vernworth.
We've made it then. What's our first order of business, Arisen?
To have returned by now.